Episode 7, Aren't in the Sea with D. A.K.A. Riding in the Car with Daddy. Yay!
Good thing that's not going because my name's and your name is and his name is
All aboard! I can edit all that, but don't come out.
or not.
Take it easy. I just had... Okay, so this is going to be an interesting ride.
Pretty sure you did not just have candy.
No, I didn't, but I just had some unsweet tea. And it
Oh
had
wow,
some
yeah, that's gonna get you
It
excited.
had some caffeine in it, and I don't drink very much caffeine usually. I hate coffee. It's the devil's drink. So I'm all wired now, eh? Anyway. Recording this on Wednesday,
My dude.
September, what the heck is today, the 6th?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, it marks the beginning of my 4th week on that new program I'm on for weight loss, and I'm really hoping to make the 25-pound mark over the course of 1 month. I'll find out tomorrow. And you'll probably see that in episode 8. But for now, I just have hopes for it. And I thought of another story I was going to share on the show. What?
Why are you laughing?
Because I had caffeine.
Why aren't you breathing?
I am breathing. What was the story that I was going to share?
Well, it's so funny.
Story time. So, this story was told to me today. Sorry for the up close. It's just I got a nice hand rest today.
Oh my gosh. This better not be what I think it is.
The story was told to me today by one of my sons.
Yep, that's it.
And he has one of his really good friends at school.
Yeah, sure.
Someone he knows at school was in math class today. Or I don't know when the math class. I don't know when it happened.
Chemistry.
It was chemistry. Okay, it was chemistry.
Is it today or yesterday?
Do you want to just tell the story?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so this boy named...
No names!
You can easily cut that out with your blue crap. Anyway. Okay, so there's this boy. Let's call him...
Let's call him.
Alright, there's this boy. Let's call him Jeff. So today at school, my chemistry teacher was we were talking about Jeff, and so we were talking about how he's a bit... He is...
You know, I can't put any of this in the video in case Jeff watches this. Scratch it, never mind. And I thought I had another... What are you doing? Are you turning my heated seat on or something? Oh. I had another good story that... I don't remember where I heard it from, though. Or what it was now.
And we'll shift down.
It was something I was going to say.
To 0 gear.
You're not shifting to gear 0. That's park.
Just did it. Oh, crap.
Gosh!
Just did it. Oh, crap.
Okay, here's something that I should inform you guys about. Another little piece of information. You know how usually if you have chapstick...
Wow, chapstick is the funniest
No,
thing
it's not, but it reminded me of another story.
What?
Yeah, you'll hear the story in just a second. Okay, so normally when I have chapstick, I end up... What are you doing?
Nothing.
Please don't ruin this. Don't do that stupid thing.
Let me just make sure it's something right.
What are you doing? You're not playing that mute. Okay, so normally when I have a chapstick, I either lose it before I finish it, or it goes through the wash and then it oil stains shirts and I get yelled at or something like that. But this past Christmas, I found the best chapstick in the world. Now, what I have here is not the best chapstick. It's the second best. I'm saving the best chapstick for later. This because I'd already used one of them, and I don't want them to run out because they're the best. But this is... That's right, everyone. Cake batter. This is cake batter chopstick. It is the best. Next to sugar cookie,
I love
which
having
is
my fried,
really the best.
I love having my fried rice with some cake batter.
What?
Yeah, you said chopsticks.
I said chapstick.
You said this is the best flavor of chopstick.
Chickadee!
Hey, you need to stop.
So, the story related to chapstick goes like this. When I was in college... What? You know...
No, I'm just...
You know this story.
I don't.
Okay, here's the story. My roommate and I, we're really good friends. And I came back to the room one day after doing something, and I walk in, and he's sitting on the sofa all kind of slumped back, and he's watching TV, and he has this green chapstick, or purple chapstick, it was great. He's just going like this. Like that. All around his lips, right? He had an excuse to put some on, because it's the best. But...
I thought you said that cake batter and
no, the sugar cookie's the best, but this is a very close second.
Grape chopstick does not sound like it would be a second place to
Not
me.
grape, cake
He just
batter.
said he
Stop.
Because it was the second best.
No. I came back and he was going like this, and he had been doing it for like a half an hour, and he kept doing it when I got there. I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, this chapstick tastes so good. He was literally... he probably wore the whole thing down just doing it. It's pretty funny. Oh, another story. So, this may be the college story episode, but when we were in college, we had this guy that we knew.
This boy.
And, sorry, the cake batter tastes good. And we liked him. He's a friend of ours, but we used to like to pick on him at the same time. Oh, give you two stories.
Boy. Dad, this is like
The second story that I thought of is going to be the first one I tell you, but where we went to school, there's a Burger King nearby. I guess there's three stories. I thought of another one. Hey, lucky you.
Yeah,
So,
lucky you. You get 7 bad stories in one episode.
no, they're not bad.
Can't wait.
So, one time, I'm going to tell you the last story I thought of first in reverse thought of order. It's really irrelevant, but so we would go to Burger King, and they had dollar Whoppers. So we would go
Dollar Whopper.
and we would get Whoppers for $1, just on a Thursday night or whatever night it was, just for fun. And I remember one time he said, "All right, guys, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Just watch my food." Well, we used to take a salt shaker and either put salt in his drink or heavily salt his burger. And then when he would come back, we were just kind of sitting there talking like nothing happened. He'd take a bite. "Oh, what is this?" Gonna take a drink. And his drink was all salty. That was last episode. So then the second story also happened at Burger King, and they had these merry-go-rounds. Well, they were really small merry-go-rounds, that they're anchored to the ground in the middle, and you can run around them, and then you can get on them, and there's these poles that kind of go like this that you hold on to. Anyway, classic little playground toy, and so my roommate and I decided that we were gonna shaft him again, because that was one of our fun things to do. And all three of us, we got, okay, let's get doing on the merry-go-round. We started running around the merry-go-round really fast. We're like, all right, on 3, we're gonna jump on. We go 1, 2, 3, and we fake jump on, and we let go, and he jumps on and jumps off but doesn't let go, and he gets drug around on the ground on the merry-go-round. That was pretty good. But the third story, which was the first one, is something that we have affectionately called the Valley of the Spiders.
Oh, God.
What? It's so good. And so my roommate and I, we had bought a loft from someone, and really all it was just like a flat deck.
A loft bed, not a loft apartment.
It was basically a deck, and we would, as opposed to having our beds on bed frames up off the floor, we put this deck over our beds. You should probably get in the right lane and go around that clodhopper. And put all like our stuff, our musical instruments and amps and sofas and stuff on the deck, and then we would sleep under the deck. And so you're going to stop at the red light, aren't you? Oh, now you're stuck behind the bus.
Oh,
Gosh.
thanks, Dad.
It'll be gone. And so we were under the deck. We're each in our own beds, and then between the beds, of course, was this space. And that's where the Valley of the Spiders was. And he hated spiders, this guy. And so we had made up all these different scenarios where he would be eaten or killed by spiders. And like, so one of them would be, he'd be sitting, like there'd be this rock sitting here. And so now I'm going to have you imagine the rock, because I have to switch hands. Anyway, picture the rock. Here, I'll put it down so you can see my cup. Maybe my cup can simulate the rock. So picture this being the rock. And we go, I'm going to sit on this nice rock. And he'd sit on the rock, but the rock would turn into a spider and reach up around and go, and eat him up. And there'd be other ones where, like, you'd have a swing like this, and he would grab hold of the swing, and then the spider would go, just eat him. Anyway.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's the Valley of the Spiders, and he hated spiders, and this was all different ways to torment him with spiders. So he came into our room one day, and he asked us where we were. We were just laying down doing this Valley of the Spiders thing, and he looks on and he's like, what are you doing? We said, oh, we're just doing the Valley of the Spiders, where you keep getting, you guys are jerks. And he leaves. Well, we kept doing it. He came back like a half an hour later. We were still doing that. We were crying. We were laughing so hard. What are you guys doing? You're still doing it? You guys are idiots. And he left.
Are you friends with him on Facebook?
No, I can't find him on Facebook. I've looked. One time I was on tour with a band from college, a school group, and I stayed with him.
Another story?
No. And I stayed with him one time. This was the following summer, so it'd been a year since I seen him, and it was good to see him.
There's
But
another story that you can tell.
You talking about the baseball bat story?
I'm talking about the shower story.
The shower story?
Yeah.
I don't know the shower story.
With that little creepy crawly in it. I'm not gonna say
The scorpion?
Yeah.
No, that's not as funny. But so anyway, that was some of the stuff we did in college. Oh, we used to play Uno or card games out in the lobby. He was from Detroit, and he always wanted to have his back to the wall. And so we would always rush out there to play games, and one of us would always take that seat. So he would have to have his back to the room. And the whole time that we'd be playing, he'd be going like this, like looking over his shoulder. I guess he thought someone was going to knife him in the back in the lobby of our dorm. I miss him. I wish I could find him on Facebook and hook up with him. But alas.
Looks like somebody's getting their senior pictures done.
It's not even the end of the year.
Dad, people do their senior pictures.
There's a dog taking a dump.
Before the school year starts. Have you ever heard of Senior Sunday? Alright, that's another discussion that we've had before.
Senioritis?
Senior Sunday.
What's that?
You post a picture of your senior photo on Sunday when you're a senior.
We didn't do that when I was in school.
I wonder why.
Because those days were better.
Yeah. Laugh it out.
Alright, so we've started watching a new series. So for my birthday this year, as you guys know, if you've been following the channel faithfully, like I would sure hope you would. Why are you saying that? Anyway, got lost for my birthday. For Father's Day this year, I got the entire series of Seinfeld on DVD. And so we've been watching Seinfeld. We just got through the first season, which of course is only 5 episodes. But still pretty funny. I don't know that there's really much else for this episode. We're getting close to our destination, which is of course Spanish for destination in Dad Bad Spanish.
No, it's El Destinacional.
Oh yeah, that's right. Kind of like El Tardio or Lo Escuelo.
Tarde is a word in Spanish.
Tarde?
It means late.
Yeah, El Tardio.
No. What? El Tardio means...
That's what your brot's teacher said.
No, that means Pop-Tart.
El Tardio means Pop-Tart?
No.
What tacaris then? Park over here, Yeti.
Yes, I know.
Okay. Signing off. Like, subscribe, and share. I'd like to get the channel going.
What?
Why is it the same response every time I say that?
Because it's the same thing every time you say it. You're
Well-
like, let's get the channel going because I had no idea how to do it myself.
No, I don't want to do a lot of self-promotion, but in the end of the video, I think it's great. I enjoy it. Anyway, we're here. Like, subscribe, and share. Comments. You need to pull far more to the left because you got tons of room, and you're gonna hit the. Now I gotta. Yeah. No, there's a fly in here. All right. Talk to you guys later. Put some comments, and that's about it.